and the ads are about what I'm interested in, the ads don't bother me at all. Now, if I'm watching TV and ads show up that I couldn't care less about, what is that commercial? It's intrusive. It's something that I'm just going to tune it out because I don't care. With a magazine, I see the ads. I'm interested in that. I'll even check out the ad because I'm interested. That's what you get with Facebook. Now, today we know where Facebook is at, basically. Where is it headed? Thousands of new users every single day. Fantastic potential here. Started in 2004. I mentioned the movie, The Social Network, that they created about it. I mean, the fact that they made a movie about this website, think about it, okay? Facebook's here to stay. The demographics. Who's on Facebook? Who uses Facebook? Teens. And I would even say children, although I think they're not supposed to unless they're 13 years or older. Stay-at-home moms, families, professionals, single people, all ages. Everyone uses Facebook. Grandma and grandpa. My grandma is on Facebook, okay? Everybody uses Facebook. Facebook is easy to use. There are some things that require a little bit of looking to find out exactly how to do it. But the most common things that people just do on a daily basis, the things that regular users, I would say, use, very easy to do. Doesn't take a whole lot of explaining. The users have a good experience because of the layout. It's a very good layout. It's, again, easy to use. The ads are not obtrusive because they're things that you're interested in. So users like going to Facebook. They know that when they go there, they're going to be able to check up on their friends. They're going to find out stuff that they're interested in, and they're generally going to have a very good experience. Individuals use Facebook. Politicians use it. Businesses use it. Again, families, organizations, all these things use Facebook. Like, families want to keep in touch with each other. Maybe they're across the country. Maybe they're across the world. They can post pictures. They can say, here's Aunt Judy at the Christmas party, whatever. They can keep up on each other. Businesses use it. All of my businesses have a Facebook page. I'm in a band, as a matter of fact. My band has a Facebook page. Bands use Facebook all the time because it's a great place to be able to post pictures, updates, videos even. You can post videos on there, and people are able to, imagine the social potential here. You're in a band, right? You have people that are local that are on Facebook. And seriously, there's a lot of people on Facebook. Even I live in a relatively small community, and on there's a large number of people here in this area, and I'm talking, I think there's between 20 and 30,000 people in the town here, and there's a lot of people that use Facebook. You'll have local bands that have hundreds of friends. That's how many people, and they're all locals, right? So you post where you're going to be playing this Saturday. They all know if they like you, they're going to go hang out there, right? Politicians, maybe they're running for election, or they want to just be able to communicate with the community and have a forum where the community can communicate back with them. So they want to stay in touch and have a two-way conversation going there. And of course, just individuals, people that want to get on Facebook and keep track of their friends and let them know what they're doing. So, Facebook's here to stay. Niche groups. This is a way for people that have similar interests to stay in touch. You're into something, I'm into something. Let's have a little group here, and everybody who's interested in that, we can meet each other, we can network. That allows, again, for a lot more exposure. All of a sudden, your friend Joey, that is on your friends list on Facebook, he joins some niche group, and now people in that niche group, they friend him. And wow, now they see that he likes something on your Facebook profile. Instant exposure to that whole entire group. Okay, it's killer potential here, folks. Applications. Facebook has a ton of free games. Now, I personally do not play the games because I don't have time to play those games. And I'm always getting requests from family and friends. They want to do some game or something with me, and I generally just don't do it. But a lot of people do. A whole lot of people do. And for the most part, man, there is probably an app for just about everything on Facebook. But it is a great way for people to spend some time with each other and have some fun. Media sharing. Super easy to share photos and videos. They made it really streamlined. And like I said, even grandma can post on Facebook. It's that easy. Custom privacy and behavior settings. This is a nice feature that allows you to, let's say that you did something on Facebook that you do not want all your friends to know about. Immediately after you do it, you will see that it is updated on your profile. And since you're logged into your profile, you can easily click a little X there and delete it, and bam, it's gone, and your friends don't know about it. So if you did something that you're like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that, and you don't want it on everybody being updated, you can go in there and get rid of it. You can also elect to not share certain types of information by default. Okay, so there's some privacy settings in there that you can say, hey, you know what? I don't want this posted on my profile, this kind of stuff, and it won't happen. One thing, let me tell you a little story. I had some friends in high school, and Facebook was started in 2004, okay? I moved out to California. I grew up in Florida. I moved out to California in 2000, actually the end of 1999, I think it was. And I kind of lost touch with a lot of my friends. Well, 2004 came along, there's Facebook, started to grow, and believe it or not, I have been using Facebook for maybe a couple of years now, and this is 2011. So I signed up for it years ago, but I didn't really actively do anything with it. But I've just started in the last year, let's say, year, 2 years maybe, using it much more actively. And all of a sudden, just in the last 6 months, I got the bright idea, wow, I should look for some of my friends and see if they happen to be using Facebook. And guess what? A lot of them are. So I found a lot of friends from high school, friends from, after high school, and that I lost touch with back in Florida. And they're friends now with me on Facebook, and we can see each other's pictures. We can be like, dude, you got fat after high school, It's really a great opportunity to make a connection. So even outside of your marketing, really, Facebook, I think, is a pretty it's interesting site that you should sign up. I know a lot of people are a little bit leery about sharing information online. I do have people, I had some lady months ago, I was talking to her about generating traffic, and I mentioned Facebook, and she about freaked out. No way am I going to use Facebook. I don't have nothing to do with that site. I'm not posting stuff about me like that on there. I don't want people, strangers being able to see this or that. Or it's ridiculous, really, okay? It's not that bad. Number one, you can control things. One of the things that you can do in your privacy settings, you can elect to not share anything with anybody unless they're a friend. So people want to be a friend, they have to request it, and you have to approve it. You can leave your profile where it's completely open and everybody can see it. That's up to you totally. And if you, if you don't like that, then don't do it. Other advertisers. Let's take a look at how Facebook compares to some other advertisers. A lot less competition than with Google. So what does that mean? It means two things, really. Less money that you have to spend and a better opportunity to get the exposure that you need because you're not having to fight out so many others. Google often has thousands of bidders that are competing for ranking. A lot of times it'll maybe be 24 people, 24 different companies really bidding against the same keywords, but or the same ads, for the same ad space. Sometimes hundreds and even thousands of bidders trying to get in there. So what does that mean? Hard for you to actually get a good position without paying a whole lot of money. There are some niches that $5, $10, $15 a click because there's so much competition. So right now what we're looking at is around 1/20th of the number of competitors on Facebook. So that gives you, you still got time. Get in there and get your Facebook real estate. Get your traffic now while there are so few competitors. Because Facebook advertising is still fairly new, the bids are pretty low. You're not going to spend, you're going to spend a fraction of what you would spend on other ad networks. Specifically, let's take a look at Google versus Facebook. Google is still the king. I have to give it to them. I mean, they are still the go-to place for a lot of advertising budgets. And it's probably going to be that way for a little while. But Facebook does have the best chance of knocking them off the king, off the hill, the whole king of the hill thing. Facebook is a contender. They're not to be ignored. And I, at some future point, would not be surprised at all if Facebook and sites like it were able to beat out Google as the go-to place, for advertising. Because it's just, once people find out that with Facebook they can target the right people, they can have a better return on investment, then obviously that's the place that they're going to go. But fortunately for us, we know this right now and we can get moving, whereas a lot of companies are not quite there yet. They're still thinking that Google is the only option, and they're out there blowing their money. I know of companies that spend thousands of dollars a day on Google advertising, on AdWords. And they could take that money and be, getting more back for it by spending it over at Facebook. But fortunately, they're not doing it right now. So I'm going to let them spend their money, and I'm going to spend mine in a different location. So there's less competition on Facebook than there is on Google. That means less cost. We have better targeting on Facebook. With Google, we can do some geo-targeting. Wow, that's cool. But with Facebook, I can get my ads directed to the right people. People that are not necessarily looking for, with Google, you go there, you do a search, bam, there's some ads, keyword relevant. Also, you're on a website and the article has keywords in it and they show you some AdSense. That's awesome, great. But Facebook, bam, there you go. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, ads, 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 and they're all right directed at me. More page views per month on Facebook than on Google, and the whole site is community oriented. So we've got a lot of reasons why Facebook has a potential here for knocking Google off the hill and becoming the king of advertising. Let's talk about who Facebook is right for. In the next video, we're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll basically just decide who should use Facebook and who shouldn't.